But you know what? We might be sitting inside that solar shed in a month and a half. A month and 12 days.
This is very exciting. We are back in the shed and we're doing cob work up to the ceiling.
You are sitting on your throne all alone in the hall of mirrors you call home. You could be savior of the world if you weren't kept against your will inside your dome. And all the people come to see how righteous you can be. The crowd will cheer, you will beam. Call out the misery, parade iniquity. If you weren't here, where would we be? And when the feeling of reward strikes a chord, who could blame you? You'll go back for more. But when your kingdom starts to wake, there's more at stake. Before you know it, you forgot to mourn. And now the people that you need, they already agree. It's nothing new, nothing to see. Turn it all around and shove compassion down. To stay on top is not easy. Why don't you live what you speak?
Good morning, friends. We are back in the solar shed. We have been working in here, just not recording it because most of the time when we're in here it's incredibly dark because we're trying to wait till after the weather has cooled down a little bit in the evening, which means it's just really dark in here because we do not have power yet. But we do have the whole circle building. The walls are up to the ceiling. We'll show that right here. And we're working on the office side now. We have lots of big gaps to fill, but it's coming along splendidly. And it's gonna be done in no time. Then we'll be working on getting the walls to the level that we want. We still have some strapping to cover up, some lintels to cover up, and a few other little things that we'll get to eventually. But for now, we gotta get the rest of the walls up to the ceiling in the office before we can do anything else. So let's get to it.
Moved across the country, stranger to this city. You can have my dinner, you can have my dinner, you can have my dinner, girl. New jobs got you down, sleeping on the couch. You can have my pillow, you can have my pillow, you can have my pillow, girl. And oh, it's only 'cause you're one of a kind, yeah, you are one of a kind, one of a kind, yeah, you are one of a kind, one of a kind, yeah, you are one of a kind, one of a kind. I wish that you were mine. Stay here for a while. kick it, girl.
Alright, we're back for another day of filling up those walls to the ceiling. Quite honestly, nobody wants to be in here doing this, but we're going to do it anyway because we are on a very tight time crunch to get this done before our friends get here who are going to help us hook up all the equipment. And we still have a lot of stuff to do. Got to get the walls up to the ceiling. We got to fill in the rest of the walls, get the final coats on the wall. Then we have to do the floor. There's a lot to be done in a very short amount of time. So we're just going to stop talking and get to work.
Where did you see it?
Stick its head right there. Small gap.
Well, no, probably could have run over the electrical cord. But also there's like insulation in the way.
The insulation is what they're going to make their nest out of.
They could tear.
They're just gonna eat
Mom,
it.
what if there's a bunch of babies up there? What if it made a nest and had a bunch of babies?
What if it like pulls all the
By the time you
insulation
get it
out?
sealed in, they're all just gonna die up
I
there.
know, and then it's going to smell awful.
Then you can put something smell in here.
It's going to smell.
You're not gonna smell.
Mom, you can have peppermint in here.
Our friends, Lively Tribe, had a mouse stuck in their RV, and it was awful. She's like, it was like 2 mice, and they died, and they couldn't find where they were, and it was an awful smell.
An RV ceiling is like this close to you.
I
And
don't
it's
want to
not
smell a
big.
dead mouse. So I'm not sure if you caught that or not, but we have a mouse in our ceiling. And when there's one mouse, there's usually more mouse. And I'm not happy about this. Also, we have some kind of wasp that keeps coming up and going in the ceiling. So we may have a wasp nest thing up there. Moral of this story is, get your freaking ceiling sealed in faster than what we did. We do have a mouse trap up there in the corner, and we left the ceiling undone up there. So hopefully we can catch that little booger. Same day, second outfit, it's hot. Also, we have mud daubers in the ceiling, and we still haven't caught the mouse. So we're gonna go ahead and leave. We're gonna go ahead and leave that opening up there. Hopefully the mouse will come out. I'm not gonna seal it until we catch a mouse. But I can continue and do this side of the ceiling. We can also work on lintels and window frames. There's no shortage of things that we can work on, but I'm just really hoping that mouse gets caught. Right, Ada?
Yeah.
Are you gonna catch it?
No.
I am what you see. The rest lies in the shadows and the halls of dreams. Oh, so it seems. You might call this free, but the shackles hide in your mind and your memory, your memory. Guilty is the past for the damage it leaves. In the wake of mistake, of a step, a misfortunate can't receive. You won't believe the effect that it has on you and me. On you and me. The ripples of suffering spread beyond what we can see. An emotional scar, the pain incorrectly named works like a disease, and the only cure is to let it be. But it's not easy. I have given you all that I can do. This is more than chance. The cosmic dance has other plans for me and you. Forget about balance, fairness, justice, rationality. If not our thoughts, what holds the key? What holds the key? When did you abandon sanctity? Is it us? Could it be that we can't comprehend your harmony? No melody or tale of old can speak of thee, at least not truly. I have given you all that I can do. This is more than chance. The cosmic dance has other plans. Though we argue, we are guilty too. This is
Well, guys, still have not caught the mouse, so we cannot finish the ceiling. But I am going to start working on lintel areas and any other area that I can and try to get these walls ready to start the final coats of their plaster.
words of wisdom floating all around. Do it for today, you'll never know tomorrow. Try to get it right before I hit the ground. If I had a say, I'd do away with sorrow. All the plans and fears and loving tears that fill up the years, we don't belong to them, and they don't have to belong to us. All we have is now. All we have is now. There's a melody that makes no sound, and we're moved by the music even though we all compose it. The separation we see is only just a game. We have to find a reason to keep playing. All we have is
Guys, this is it. This is the last day of sealing.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's
gonna happen.
really exciting.
We have 2 more spots because we did catch the mouse. It was sad,
It was sad.
but
It's not up there anymore.
it's not in the ceiling.
True.
So we have 2 more spots to fill in, and then we're working on lintels.
Yep.
Putting in some nails because it's a big chunk of wood that we're going to be cobbing over. The nails will help kind of hold that cob in place
Yeah.
and not slip around.
Yeah.
Just gives it a
Can
little
I-
more friction.
Can I just tell you how good the ceiling looks?
I know.
It looks so good.
You know,
High five.
sometimes like when you're going to do something and you can like really visualize it,
Uh-huh.
it's better than what I thought.
It's turned out. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
High five, Ada.
High five.
High five, Adelaide. High five, everybody.
Are we done high-fiving?
I guess so.
Okay. Now, we're getting back to work. We are going to be sprinkling in some frequently asked questions because you guys have so many questions and opinions. We want to address a few.
I like how you slipped opinions in there.
I just kind of...
It was
This is
real
smooth.
subtle. Real
Yeah.
subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of questions. We have some answers. So we'll get to that
Okay.
in the middle of our last day of ceiling work.
Let's do it. Let's get going.
Question number 1. About our last video, the solar panel install day. Why did we not just dump bags of concrete and water into the holes? That's an excellent question.
Well, Ashley, if you're setting fence posts, that's a perfectly acceptable way to cement your post in. Just dump the bags in, spray a little water, maybe rebar it up, and you're good to go. But if you're putting in a 33-foot long, 15-foot wide, 10-foot tall solar panel array that's a giant wind sail in very sandy soil, you gotta mix it properly so it doesn't fly away.
Question number 2. Why don't you guys just catch rainwater off your solar panels?
Well, that was actually the first thing we thought about as soon as we finished putting it up. We're like, dang, we could catch a lot of water off that. But here's the thing. The way that you put this together, it uses those UFO objects to sort of put the rows together, and that means that there's a space about this big between each row. So it's already rained a few times, and we can see water is dropping through at like multiple points down the array. So already you're sort of losing a lot of that water. Now, at first we thought, well, maybe we could put something behind it to catch that water. I believe that those spaces are there on purpose for wind to go through so that it's got a place to go and it doesn't just create even more of a giant sail out of what is already there. Now, we could put something maybe at the bottom of it. I don't know. We're definitely researching and thinking about it, but we also have a plan B that we're not going to talk about yet. We're going to try to find a way to use that water the best that we can, for sure.
Question number 3. What breed is your dog?
99 is a Bernedoodle, which means he's part Bernese Mountain Dog and part Poodle. Isn't he cute?
Question number 4. Give us the nerdy details on your solar setup and battery system.
We have 30 240 watt panels, which works out to 7.2 kilowatts, 7,200 watts of power that we will be generating. We are going to join them 5 in series, so we'll have 5 arrays that will go into 2 separate combiner boxes, which will then come into the solar shed into 2 different charge controllers because we're just generating too much power for a single one. Well, technically you could get a bigger one, but anyway, we decided to get 2 smaller ones, and we're going to hook it up to a 28 kilowatt hour lithium battery bank that we have purchased off of Alibaba. We bought it 2.5 months ago. It just showed up. Actually, the day we finished the panels, it showed up. So we're going to have a very in-depth, nerdy video about testing those batteries and making sure that they are what they said they are, because the whole thing is just a little sketchy. But so far it's actually looking really good. The initial test, they look great, they have the right voltages, everything's looking good so far. But yeah, we are going to be hooking all that up, doing quite a few videos and cost breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. But we can't do any of it until we get the inside of this building finished, because we can't put a bunch of high-end electronics inside a dustbin because it'll mess them up. So we're going to get to that soon, but just so you know, for now, 7,200 watts, 28 kilowatt hours of lithium batteries. It's going to be awesome. Ada, what are you doing?
Thing.
So where did you get those solar panels for that massive array?
Great question. We got them from Santan Solar in Gilbert, Arizona. Great prices. They come with a warranty even though they're used. Been really happy with them so far. What happened?
I tried to put a hole through this.
You did the hole. It looks
I
good.
did.
What's wrong with it?
It's not good enough.
Okay. Oh gosh. Hardcore.
Why don't you just put your solar shed under the solar array?
Because it's already in the ground.
Why don't you just use diatomaceous earth to kill those ants?
oh, guys, we've tried diatomaceous earth. We've tried so many things. They still live. They still live.
We love what you're doing out in the desert. How can we support your YouTube channel?
So not everybody asked that, but hey, we thought it was worth a shot. In all seriousness though, building an off-grid desert homestead from the ground up and filming it and sharing it with you guys is a ton of work. So if you like what we're doing, you like to see more of it, you like to see more educational content, longer videos, more videos, then you can help support us by going to tinyshinyhome.com/homies, signing up for a membership. We do behind the scenes stuff. We ask your input on future projects, and we're even doing our first Homies Live this Sunday. It'll be a Zoom call. We'll all be on there all together, all talking, answering questions. Be a little bit different than the YouTube Live where it's all typed. This will be all real time. So it's going to be a ton of fun. So if you like what we're doing, you want to help support us, that's the best way to do it. 99, what did you find? 99. 99. What is it? Oh, there's a kitty cat. There's a kitty cat. I don't think he's gonna come out for you. He knows what you're gonna do. Did he hiss at you? I don't blame him.
Do you feel like we're like in the amazing race of Cobb? Like, I feel like every time we're on a project, it's like, how fast can you get it done?
Right, yeah, because we
and
have
then
so
we
many,
just lose.
because we have so many other things we're doing, and we have to like squeeze the time in.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's exactly, yeah.
Also, we wanted to let you know some of our friends are coming to help us set up all of our solar stuff. So that is why we are in such a rush to get these walls done. We got to get the walls done and the floor done before they can come in and help us hook everything up.
Right, because we can't put all those components in there
With
right
a dusty
now.
floor.
Well, yeah, that obviously you don't want all that dust getting up in those nice things. So we're just, there's no rest, even though we busted it with the panel mount array.
Sorry, bug.
Even though we busted it with the panel mount, we can't stop. We got to keep going.
I feel like there's a song there.
Oh, really?
We can't stop. We did get the ceiling done. High five.
High five.
It was a big accomplishment, and I feel really good about it.
And
it looks really good.
And we're 98% sure there are no more mice in the ceiling.
98% sure.
Guys, we're really sad about the mouse. We didn't want to have to catch it, but we can't have a mouse up there eating insulation and wires after we spend all
having
this
babies.
time. Yeah, and having babies that would live up there permanently because there wouldn't be any way to get out once we seal it up.
Yeah.
And then it would stink if they died.
Literally stink.
Literally stink. So I'm glad we were able to catch it before we filled it in.
Yeah. It scared the crap out of me though. I wish you would have been there.
I
It
didn't.
poked its cute little head down with his fuzzy ears and a white face.
And he's like, hello.
Yeah, he just stayed there and looked at me. And I about lost it. But I didn't. I stayed on the scaffolding.
Yeah.
And
That would have been bad if you
made
fell
the
off
kids
the scaffolding.
go get you.
Uh-huh. And then I was like, I don't know what you're going to do about it.
Yeah, you left it up to me. Anyway, guys, we still have a lot left to do, but we are going to be booking it
We're just going to be
We're just
working
gonna
on it.
hurry.
We got a lot to do. So what's the next steps? Maybe we should talk about that.
Walls.
Wall.
Well, I didn't get all my lentils done today, so lentils, then...
And the top shelf. Is that finished?
Yeah,
You finished it?
yeah,
Oh, I thought you were doing more.
no.
Okay, sorry.
on.
My bad.
Guys,
I mean, not that it doesn't look amazing.
I
just-
feel like you looked at it.
I just thought that we were going up higher on it.
No.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Okay, so, after the lentils...
Yeah.
We're going to do the walls.
So what do you mean by that?
Walls.
What do you mean by do the walls?
I don't really know what I mean by do the walls because
Okay.
it's a whole new process.
Well, are we doing another cob coat to smooth things out before we do a final coat?
You call it plaster.
Not scratch coat. See, I'm so confused on the terms, guys. I'm always confused on the terms. So scratch coat was the first one.
Uh-huh.
And then
And then we're doing finishing plaster, and that is several different coats of different.
they're all
Yeah.
combined. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
it's a little confusing. I still am a little bit confused myself, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Yeah. So
Probably make mistakes together.
the goal is we want to, as much as we like the sort of rough, crusty look that we've got going on inside, and I mean that in a good way. Like it's kind of cool. Like it's the
Cersei, it looks
texture's
like
cool.
a cave.
We are gonna smooth that out
Mhm.
a little bit, and we might even lighten it up a little bit.
We'll see.
We'll see how the sand lighten things up.
Yeah.
I
I just want to keep it as natural as possible, but I do want smooth walls to where I can be able to wipe them down
Right.
because we do live in a dust
Yeah.
storm.
And you're gonna seal them too, right?
Yes.
And then we got to work on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we've just rambled.
No. We got to. They're all gonna ask us in the comments what's next.
Oh.
So we have to tell them.
Yeah.
So inside, what'd you call it? The plaster coats on the wall are next. And then we got to work on the floor.
Uh-huh.
And then we got to put the door in. And then we got to build the thing over the door.
Oh my
Because we
gosh.
can't just leave the door exposed.
We have so many things to do. We could leave the door exposed for a little bit while we get the other stuff.
With the monsoons? Probably not the... yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Guys, we have a lot left to do. And I'm already tired.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long weekend.
It's going to be a long month, I think. Yeah.
And then...
But you know what? We might be sitting inside that solar shed in a month and a half. A month and 12
quarters.
days.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
It's going to be, you know.
And then we don't get to rest either because we got to build a bathroom.
That's true.
And we have a special project for this bathroom, guys. I cannot wait to experiment. I can't wait to find the words to
that's
say.
so far off. I can't
Okay,
even
we're
think
not
about
even
it.
going to talk about it.
Okay,
Fine.
okay.
No bathroom. We're going to finish the shed. We're going to get this shed done. It's like we're married.
How many times are we going to high five in this video?
So many.